Welcome back to Pokemon Unite, more spectator mode right here. We are spectating today the top ranked Lucario player, and that was at the time of this spectator mode really becoming a feature in the game. And so I am kind of commentating over this after I've recorded it. So I have seen this match once over, and I do want to say, you know, I wanted to sort of under-promise but over-deliver. So I'm hoping we can do that. What I mean by that is just essentially that this is the top ranked Lucario that we specifically, you know, wanted to point to when I was planning to spectate this, I guess you could say. But I don't think that you're necessarily going to see, like, I'm sure there are other Lucario players who are just gonna beast over this one. And so unfortunately I won't be able to get everybody's usernames because there is a language barrier here for me. I don't speak the language, I'm sorry, but here we can at least call them, you know, the Lucario, and point out by squads and everything like that. And so once again, I do need to ask for a little bit of forgiveness just in the fact that this is a new feature. It's being tested right now just for a few days in Pokemon Unite. One thing that comes with that is maybe they could edit a little bit how you scroll between the characters and things, because we do have to just sort of either press L or R to be scrolling through, and you have to go through one at a time. So you'll see these kind of jump cuts and whatnot happen. A lot going on though already kind of early on in the match, but obviously no scoring just yet. But we can already see the plays and the foundation being laid out, right? And Machop gonna go ahead and bulk up right there as our first goal is on the map up at the top lane. Nobody guarding that right now, are they? Okay, we do have a little bit of mobilization. Sort of natural, you know, when you do see that, like, hey, we just completely, you know, Purple Squad had 4 of their team members all on that bottom lane and Lucario back at the base. And so you do kind of scramble, I think, as a squad sometimes, where you're like, wait, who was covering that? Especially if you're not on comms, you know, so if they're not talking to each other, then they're obviously unable to coordinate that a little bit better. And everybody was just sort of bunched down at the bottom. But anyway, we now have a Machoke on the orange squad, of course, so evolution's taking place. Ivysaur over there as well, Charmeleon, really only evolution, I guess. Well, we do have Wigglytuff and Frogadier over on the purple side, so they are, of course, looking like they're a little bit behind, but it's nothing dire, right? So we're just still in that first early game, and 32-15 in orange favor right now. Now we're starting to see a little bit of a skirmish go on, and Snorlax able to sort of do what it does as the defensive class, able to take a lot of those hits and stand out in front. So Greninja still alive, this Bulbasaur still alive. Unfortunately, still a Bulbasaur. Got to get that evolution going, man. Anyway, Greninja just kind of waiting for everybody, I'm sure, on that purple squad to unite up, man. It's Pokemon Unite. Let's all go. And Lucario waiting up in the top. This is what's kind of interesting about that being like top Lucario player. I'm guessing that he's waiting to catch somebody unawares right now, but was hiding out in the grass while no one was even there. As you now see, of course, purple squad getting completely overwhelmed by orange, man. They have all their members except for the Charmeleon, who did go up top eventually, and so they were able to take down that Greninja on the purple squad. And so it looks like this is now where the match can sometimes you can take a turn right here with Rotom and Dreadnought now appearing on the map. So it's anybody's game at this point to take those. I'm sure there's going to be a mad scramble for that. Obviously, Charmeleon going up against toe-to-toe with Lucario right now. This is top-ranked Lucario. Going to be helped out by Wigglytuff, who's going to try to sing that Charmeleon. Nice escape by Pandabell right here. Can at least read that username. Good job, Pandabell. Going to be able to outlast that fight against 2-on-1 right there. So interesting. Obviously not completely impossible, just saying. Kind of amazing, good play right there. So anyway, purple looks to be regrouping on the beacon right now as Snorlax gonna take our get a nice rest, right? And so nice, wow, Ivysaur pulling off on that purple squad. A nice solar beam, because that actually hit 3 or 4 of their squad members there on the orange team. So connecting with that very, very well, very nice, you know, because that move, not all the time can you connect with that so easily. It seems so easily and seamless, right? So Charizard actually gonna be losing a lot of points right there, and Snorlax going down for the orange squad. So purple starting to get the upper hand right here. They do have more points as well on the board, so things are starting to take a turn, man. Left side team gonna gain those shields and experience that comes with the Dreadnought. Snorlax gonna go ahead and score right here, a nice 30. It's gonna help them out a lot, and wow, it looks like Ivysaur also gonna deposit, and Lucario too. Yeah, that's gonna be a score of 40. They are gonna break that goal down there. Forgot that we could pull up these stats right here. Again, forgive me, just a little bit of getting used to this and everything. New feature still for the game, and I do love it though. This is like where my passion, I feel, comes. You know, I love Pokemon Unite, love playing it and everything, but spectating some really just amazing matches, some of these top ranked matches, is going to be definitely a passion of mine as well. Now it looks like Snorlax kind of caught off guard, not realizing maybe that the whole orange squad was going to come over to try to take it down, but does definitely create enough distance between it and the squad, and so gonna obviously survive that. But looking like now, of course, orange Snorlax needs a little bit of backup now, because because we're going 3-on-2. Wigglytuff, obviously, there's a little bit of movement all around, you know, so that's what's hard about it, is trying to keep our view on everything. While look, wow, that Lucario did try to get off the aura, the Unite move to, you know, sometimes you do that in a scramble to try to survive, but unfortunately does not survive, even being at the beacon, and that's just because sheer power, sheer numbers on the orange squad were able to overwhelm that Lucario. And so now we'll see what takes place. This is kind of getting to an interesting point of the game where we're mid-game, but like a lot of people on both squads really may be developing their points, you know, getting a lot of points, and then you kind of get at that impasse where do you want to hang on to them or do you want to deposit them now and then try to get more for that bonus that happens at the end of the match. And of course Zapdos as well, you know, so it's kind of an interesting game right now at this stage. I would say Snorlax gonna be getting that power nap off, not able to, you know, really KO anybody, but definitely I would say certainly dispelled some of that danger, I would say, that squad was in. Orange Lax gonna be teleporting back to base. Now of course Purple Lax gonna be blocking this Venusaur from getting by. Did sneak up on him, man, got the jump on him by hiding out in the grass, and then of course get that heavy slam, which is obviously just absolutely devastating when you pair that with some other Pokemon here, because you can get that stun and then everybody else can just kind of spam their movesets off. And Charizard, I was wondering if they were looking to score just while all this like skirmish was happening between all the squad mates, but no, it does not look like it. Charizard gonna be hanging off and going into the jungle right now to get some XP, and so we'll see what happens, dude. It's getting a little bit crazy right now. Purple squad does have a lead though, and again, this can all change with Zapdos. This can all change with some of those things we were talking about before, but no, Purple squad is taking out right now 2 members of the orange team, so positioning themselves pretty well. And again, Lucario has a lot of points, probably a good move to teleport back to base. Greninja may want to think about what it's doing right now. Yeah, Snorlax going back. They're all kind of going back and regrouping. Very good. Good quality play right here from the purple squad. And again, the one that we started our match with to spectate was the top ranked Lucario, at least for the day, at least where those standings were at the time of this recording, which was yesterday when I upload this. I don't know. It was August 4th, so I don't know where I'm going to upload this in the timeline of the universe here. But look at us once again, we're having a lot of just major squad-on-squad skirmishes. A lot of the times they haven't really been caught where it's too many, you know, like 4-on-1, 5-on-1 or anything. You know, it's mostly squad versus squad, you know, with a few exceptions here and there, of course. Lucario, once again, was waiting in the grass to see if it could get the jump on anybody, but nobody's sort of advancing right now to where Lucario could have really easily, I guess, gotten that hit off without putting itself in danger. Venusaur on Machamp action right now. Does get that Unite move off again. Sometimes in that scramble, you want to get the Unite move to try to survive all of that onslaught that's happening, and Machamp is one of those that can really create that onslaught, just like Lucario, who does take out the Venusaur from Orange. So this is looking very good for Lucario, man. Is going to also get the jump on Charizard, who is fighting with every single last, you know, little breath that it has. Did actually pretty good because it did kind of get away from Lucario with all of that, but no, going to be overwhelmed by, of course, Greninja and Lucario. And when you've got that combination on you and you're a Charizard, not a whole lot you can do, but definitely I think did everything that it could. Definitely tried. And so Kagehumi, I guess is what we could call that orange Snorlax right now, was waiting in the grass, might have just revealed its position right there to the Lucario, who does want to score that 50. Wow, great play right now by the orange Snorlax. Looks to be defending that goal. You know, hey, you're not going to break this goal as long as I'm sitting on it. So, wow, dude, because yeah, this Lucario sort of running around in confusion like, hey, what am I going to do here? I've got to deposit this 50 and then maybe get another, you know, with either Zapdos or just sheer points, you know, knocking people out, collecting their points. Wow, there's going to be a Unite from Charizard right here, who is above the fray, really in a lot of danger. Does not hang on with that Snorlax, able to KO with, of course, a power nap of its own, a Unite move of its own, and the Machamp is down, ladies and gentlemen. This is definitely good for purple. If you're on the purple squad, you might be happy, but losing their defender right there, Snorlax, and of course, Orange Lax is just hanging out on that goal. So just as I was saying earlier, that's very, very interesting. The Snorlax does not want to let that goal break, so that might actually be what keeps them, I guess, at least from losing that goal. You know, my initial thought was it might keep them from really being blown out of the water, but we can obviously see here with the score at the top middle, that gives us an advantage here as spectators. We can see the score at all steps of this game right now as the Charizard from Orange does go down. They're going after Zapdos a little bit, but they also, of course, want to try to keep Purple from sniping that, so there's a lot of interesting mechanics going on here, a lot of things that I wish we could see all at once. We can't be in 2 places at one time, can we? So Snorlax probably realizing, of course, with these last 9 seconds, 8 seconds on the screen right now, Snorlax gonna actually block Lucario, so really going in to try to stop that Lucario. Great defense, but you know, it really wasn't enough because as we see, Purple Squad gonna take this match 248 to 66. Definitely, I would say some top level play, but, you know, was that the most top ranked Lucario? I don't know. By the numbers, it was, but you guys will have to let me know if you've seen, like, you know, really extreme Lucarios who did even better than that. But man, definitely a wild game. Definitely. Let me know if you want to see more, and thanks for viewing.